See the label. I want to see the label. Yes, because the designer wants to see his label. That's hot. Good. Good lines. Just fix the hair. Yes. No, the front. Yes. Just curves. Yes. Good. Graceful lines. Okay. Thank you, ladies. Guys, your turn.
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm at fault today. One big mistake that I did, I kind of sent away a couple of guys. Actually, apparently they're not that bad folks. They brought those two beautiful models with them, and I had no clue who they are and the way we get introduced. I feel that we start on the wrong foot. So hopefully they will watch that video and accept my apology, and we can maybe find a way to collaborate together in the future. You girls are absolutely amazing, very pretty, and I like the designer stuff that you're wearing. Hopefully these designers will come back and forgive me for being quite rude to them, but I had a couple of bad experiences before, so that's what, since you've been here once before at the YouTube space, you know that we have strict rules and things have to follow the policy. Tell me who you are, what do you do, like, tell us your story.
Alright, well, I'm Chantel Thomas. I'm a model and a student and a radio host and a entrepreneur.
Wow. And you're a designer, right?
No, I'm not the designer. I'm a
Not
model.
the designer, but do you design your own stuff? Or
No, I don't
No.
even know. I can't even color.
You design. Okay. Okay.
No, she can continue.
What about you?
Well, my name is Stunna. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm working on a brand called Vulgar Incorporated. It's a lifestyle brand geared towards fashion.
Mhm.
It's geared towards ready to wear and couture. I'm also a model, an actress, as well as a TV personality.
Wow.
I moved to New York about 4 years ago, right out of high school, to pursue my dreams, and since there, it's been like really good for me.
Cool. Do you know each other prior to this?
Yeah, we actually work on a TV show together.
Okay.
Prior to this, we didn't know that we were doing this together, but we worked with my previous management, whom I was at the YouTube space with before, and we working on a TV show called Sweetheart of the Week. That's currently being processed to be on the Roku network device, and it's geared towards empowering women.
Tell me a little bit about the entrepreneurship aspect of what you do. Like how tough it's to be a female or a person of color in New York or in the industry, which is quite competitive.
Well,
Is there any shortcuts?
It's no shortcuts whatsoever because I do work with a team called Live Life Radio, and our the top female boss, she's a CEO and she works with a lot of guys. A lot of times, and she has to work twice as hard when it comes to dealing with these dudes because they try to get over on her.
You're so beautiful.
That
Is
doesn't
that
work.
gives you advantage?
I mean, it gives us a bitch to get in the door,
to get initially,
but to actually handle business with the guys and stuff, you need to be twice as harder, twice as tough because
I say it takes
no,
away a little bit. Actually, you
Yeah.
get a little less credit because they think maybe because you're beautiful, you don't have as much of the knowledge to kind of pursue whatever it is that you're going for. So I think it takes away when you're a little bit more beautiful.
I already know that you're not familiar with my art aspect of what I do, but please watch my shows. Usually when I produce a fashion show or pageant, it's quite different. So I combine poetry and paintings and different arts. Like many of my models sing at the runway, in the regular of the shows of the Victoria's Secret, performer would sing and models will just walk. I don't consider you as the hangers for my garment. I think you're a human being, a personality, and when the model actually opens mouth and actually deliver a joke as a lady in comedy, or when the girls deliver poetry, from the stage. That's as a combination of the fashion. That's really makes look good a designer me with my collection. So hopefully you will consider coming to my show. The gentleman behind the camera today is filming with me. We're producing a show at Skyroom on the April 26th, and we have a big show coming up on the June 28th. I don't know, did you ever been in Skyroom before? So that it's not the best lighting,
and
it's
I've
not
heard
the
you
best.
mention Natasha, so I definitely modeled for her before there too.
Okay, so we you know you can Google me and look around. We have pretty fun shows. It's a very safe, fun environment. If you decide to join us, we'll be glad. Hopefully, the guys that I'm apologizing again will maybe join us as designers on the production. We plan to show a couple of designers, and not just one. Another designer waiting for last interview of the day. Thank you so much for coming on the set. We're sorry we come running slow, but even though we started kind of on the bad food and earlier, hopefully now that once you see the pictures that we produce and the interviews that we deliver, you might reconsider working with us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
If anyone wants to hire those beautiful models or look at work with you as a radio host or with you as an entrepreneur, what would be the best way to reach out? Like, is there like a
You
Instagram?
can find me on Instagram at Chantel Thomas _the model, or on Facebook Chantel Thomas, or you can always just email me because my email's on my Instagram.
Okay.
You can find me on www.stunadior.com. You can find me on Google, on IMDb, on Model Mayhem, on Facebook, on Instagram, or any
Which is
social media.
which is the strongest for you?
They're all the same. I check them all.
I know you,
at my
but
fingertips.
where do you? Like I drive. At some point, Model Mayhem used to be a big space for me to play. Then I kind of migrate to Facebook, then Instagram, now YouTube. So now I'm kind of mostly working with LinkedIn. So I'm just curious, like, since you have so many platforms, which one you like best? Whether
I
it's
feel like they fluctuate.
Snapchat?
I feel like, well, I do have a good following on Snapchat. If it's business,
interest?
it's hard. Yeah, it's good interest, but just business wise, a lot of people don't go
Where-
there for business. But
it's a good tip for the audience which
To
one
show personality.
works, where the because you can do many, but some platforms attract actually the money comes from that, so you can see, okay, Model Mayhem, every month I'm getting booking those gigs, right? Or let's say
I
the
would personally
Instagram
say
is the waste of
Instagram,
time,
like-
but actually it's
yeah, I
Instagram.
think that fluctuates through the
Yeah.
through the years.
What works
but
for you?
I think they fluctuate,
Right
so
now.
they all work for me. I
All
get,
work. You-
yeah,
you
I
kind
get,
of- you
I
don't-
get emails from random people. I still get Model Mayhem messages. I still
Mhm.
get Facebook messages. They all work for me. But I would say if you go directly on my website, stunadior.com, then you can get access to all of those sites, or you can email me. So.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Oh, wait, don't
Yeah,
roll.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, designer Dina and Rossini are here in the last moments of filming at the large studios. So it's almost about to demolished in the next couple of days. You still made it. Tell me a little bit about your designs. What do you do?
Okay, well, I'm the CEO of Real Style Apparel. This is my my partner, Rasimi.
Okay.
Real Style Apparel is a very diverse brand, first of all, because it pretty much covers all aspects in which I believe that represent fashion. A lot of it comes from the different creative aspects of my own walk of life.
Okay.
So it entails culture. It has a little bit of bling because it covers urban, hip hop, high-end formal fashion, as well as the main rooted
Where
part,
do you
which is
sell
the culture.
primarily? Are you online? Are
I'm
you in
online.
stores?
I'm solely online.
But like, is that like an Amazon, an eBay, Etsy? Like, which platforms or Instagram? Where the bulk of sales come from?
Instagram
Instagram
and Facebook.
And Facebook.
Yes.
Is it like how do you approach? Do they ask questions, or they watch your show, like, or they watch the pictures? Like, what's the sales process when they fall in love with your designs?
Absolutely.
They actually it goes to the money.
it's face-to-face contact. Just me networking myself with different individuals and them just kind of just digging my style, digging me, you know.
But what's the penetration? Like, what's the ratio? Like, how many touches do you need to do? Like is that like a every second person buys, every 10? You can say you get 10 likes. After that, you get a phone call. Let me buy a piece. Like,
Yeah.
what's the conversion ratio?
Well, they're custom made, so the conversion ratio to that is pretty much out of every 7 persons that contacts me, they would purchase at least 2 things from myself.
And what's the conversion rate of repeat purchases? Usually for me, like I'm a designer also, probably, you know, so like once I get someone hooked up into my style and my vision, I get to sell every few months again and again another
Repeat.
piece. Like,
Right.
so once you build a
Mhm.
client, like, what's the conversion ratio? Like,
Well, I'm fairly new online when it comes
Okay.
to me having a website. So the conversion online, I'm really not sure about the turnaround at this point in time. But as far as just emails and
Mhm.
contacting people, the ratio to that is pretty much every person that was a client of mine is still is. Probably about 1 or
So
2 probably
you-
dropped off
you-
in the
you-
beginning, but they're still clients, and this is
But-
how I'm able to sustain my business today.
That's cool. Do you solely like a custom made in New York, or you do like a distribution production, like, or you have like a factory and stuff?
No, I don't. I don't have a factory. I'm not that large yet.
Mhm.
You know, I went from a stay-at-home mom to getting into the fashion and design because of my creativity. So
Once you sell a piece, do you do the second piece like this, or do you do a series of it, or it's one of a kind once you?
It's done in a series because sometimes you get a repeated style that people like. We didn't know it's going to kick off that quick. So what I do is I actually create the pattern and create a volume order of certain sales pitch that I think would work, and then from there we take it.
And you hold on to the. I happen to have one item that's the top seller for me for the weddings.
Right.
So
Okay.
like 7 years ago, we when we started the glow in the dark fashion, my pieces are glow in the dark. They're fluorescent.
right.
So you didn't get to see them, but already packed. But
Yeah, I have a similar
Yeah.
concept of the same
so
fluorescent.
yeah,
look.
so one swimwear that we did, my wife designed that one
Right.
actually, and we got almost some years 3, some years up to 7 weddings out of that swimwear.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
if
Yes.
the model wears that one
Yes.
on a fashion show or
Yes.
like on production or
Yes.
like on a set,
That's awesome.
Yes.
we kind of know that this particular model gonna get married.
Yeah.
Right.
And I happen to book those weddings for the photography and filmmaking.
Right. It's a
Right.
form of premonition.
So
right?
she
Great
kind of
promotion.
runs the count, like which actually like a dress or shoes or gown that's have that kind of penetration. I don't know
The styling.
Styling. But what happens is
what gets it, but we found that kind of correlation between those 2 things.
but what that is, that's good because you found a niche
It's-
and you
it's
run
a-
with it.
It's a lucky swimwear. One particular piece, whichever model where, let's say we have like, same look like for many years, like we add new stuff, but we have the models that keep selling, we keep making more of those.
Right,
That
because
makes
So
sense.
that one particular, for whatever reason, is working for the like. If we see, let's say, someone is like some of the models are married, right?
Right.
So we don't offer them to wear this one, but
Right.
if the girl is single and kind of looking for someone, say,
Take
this
that.
is this is a lucky one. If you're in the
That's
market
it.
for that, and
That's it.
it's some
it's a
apparently
niche.
it works.
You
It
found,
works.
yeah, you
Okay.
found a seller, and once you found a seller, they would back all the others that to come forward. People would start to generate and see the way how
No,
this is moving.
not transpire to others.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That
I'm
is
also
all-
not picking up.
looking for endorsements.
just this particular one.
I
promotion.
couldn't figure out why, but it looks pretty. To me, it looks pretty much like everything else.
Right.
What we know that it
He said
has
it looks
that
like
kind of
everything.
lucky charm for the weddings. Anyway, let's get back to you guys. How if folks wants to purchase any of your work, what would be the proper way to reach out? If you have Instagram, Facebook.
Yes,
We
Instagram,
have a website.
Facebook. Yeah,
You can go to Instagram or Facebook.
Facebook.
Go to www.realstyleapparelonline.com, and you should find most of my purchases there, most of the things that you'd like to purchase there. If it consists of a custom design, please do email me at realstyleapparelonline@gmail.com.
You could also catch me at Rasimi's Collection at Instagram.com and Facebook.
Thank you.
And I also will be working with Alex, publishing some of my books.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one more note. This beautiful model actually today kind of agreed to be at our show on hopefully in April 26th, and the one that Andrew and I are producing on the June 28th at the Sky Room. So hopefully you can see her performance. We have for you a little bit of poetry combined with the fashion. We have a new collection of the statues and paintings that will be carried as a purses, and it will be a little kind of show exhibition of the so we'll we're not going to compare the beautiful models to the beautiful painting, but they will complement each other. So we actually have a couple of pieces getting ready for each model, so it will fit the profile. Hopefully you'll be on the set and people can come to see you. Okay, how was did you like the interview that we did last time at the diner set?
I loved it. Everyone loved it.
Yeah,
It was
they
like
like
I'm
it?
funny.
Well, hopefully this time you kind of more relaxed and did you like the pictures we took?
Yeah, they're amazing.
Good?
I love how
Okay.
you take my pictures. You got my eyes, the colors
We,
and everything.
we got the eyes.
Yes.
Yes, you have. I tried to look into the eyes, and I think that when we film something of that statue, it has the ability. Like right now, Andrew and I, we're doing a series of pictures that kind of inspire the songwriting. So I think you definitely have that look that someone can write a song about what they see and your presence.
That'd be nice.
So that could be something that we can film. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, what's your social media? How to reach out to you?
It's My World 2018. I also have a website, www.queen.rolanda.com. Y'all can get all the updates about my life and everything that I'm doing going forward.
Thank you. Cut. Scary, scary. I'm very scary. You're and shy. Okay, tough look. Tough.
Remember the male pose.
I know at the same time.
Okay, let's have a good time. Having a good time.
Got drinks in my hand, like good drink.
Okay, let's go by the fire, standing. Yes, all American. Okay, Andrew, can you get up, please? Let's go this direction. Let me clean up the table. I want to put her on the table.